Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. So I'm doing the 11 a.m. stream. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Got everything all set up, camera. Everything looks good. CPU frame rate, etc. Volume. I guess everything's good. I think the fan on my laptop has been acting weird since Tuesday. It's been like going in max speed for even while idling, and I blame one of these Windows updates or something, because it was fine last week, and all this week I've been having trouble. That it's just the fan speed has been weird, and I updated like my BIOS, and I did a bunch of updates to try to fix that, and then did a cleaning. I took off the back plate of the laptop and, blasted it with air, and it seemed to have fixed it. Now, right now, it's a little high. I don't know if it's showing up in the stream. If I mute the music, I don't know if you heard anything, but if not, okay, nothing's happening. Don't worry about it. And I was promoting the stream. Let's see if anyone else is there to say hello to. We'll do like one more hello to someone on Twitter, and then we'll start the stream. I'm gonna draft. Got too many windows open. How's everyone in the chat today? It's a nice gloomy San Diego. All right, let's check over here. My Twitter monitoring station, TweetDeck. It's a boy's best friend. Let's see. Got a bunch of people going from gold to platinum. Yesterday was unreal. Our mono white really started to make a statement. Well, I'm gonna say something to them, and then I'll start streaming in just a moment. And then Streamlabs is acting weird. It's not telling me how many people are in the chat. I have to look at it in the official YouTube screen, I guess. I don't know, something's going on with my computer or streaming or something. But anyway, let's play. Okay, so for the morning, the 11 a.m. stream, I'm going to do some ranked draft, Rivals of Ixalan. So we're going to tame some dinosaurs. I've got 5 Gs for that. And then at night, 11 p.m., I'm going to do the Omniscience draft. I'm going to have to use gems on that, but, what else are you going to use gems for? So we'll do Omniscience draft at night. And for the moment, let's check out my thing here. I'm at gold tier 2. I've been stuck there. I've been stuck on gold tier 2 for several days. I went back down to gold 3 and then climbed back up, and it's just going back and forth. And right now, apparently, I'm on bronze tier 1 on limited. So let's see if we can bring that up at the moment. So let's get on with it. Ranked draft, Rivals of Ixalan. Ooh, Nezahal appears. That'll be perfect for the Omniscience draft, a free 7/7 that cannot be countered with no maximum hand size. Okay, anyway, we've got, Golden Demise. I think I gotta get that. Starting off as a removal spell, and maybe I'll get Nezahal later. Nice big old dinosaur. Moment of Craving, some more removal. Flood, the Reaver, Crashing Tide. Let's do another removal here. Etali. Ooh, I need that little guy in my deck. Another Moment of Craving or Luminous Bonds. Deadeye Rig Haulers. Cool. Let's maybe start to go with some Blue-Black Pirates, Sea Legs, Soul of the Rapids, Vampire. What does this one do again? It enters tapped. If I gained life, it returns back to the hand. I could do a 2/5 flyer if I'm going with dinosaurs or aquatic. When it enters, creates a merfolk, and then a merfolk cannot be blocked. Might be interesting, or a crashing tide. Let's do a crashing tide. Water Knot looks good. Dark Inquiry looks good too. Let's do a Dark Inquiry. There's another Incursion. There's another Deadeye. There's a Negate. Another Dark Inquiry. I think 1 is devastating enough. A 5/3 for 5. Or what about a 2/3? Sure. Another Negate. How about a 3/1 flying? Hey there, Jerome. Welcome. I'm doing blue-black in Arrivals of Ixalan, so we're going to go with a flying vampire guy. Oraska Relic or Recover. Return target creature from your graveyard and draw a card. Let me just check one thing. I think my volume's a little loud on the music. Very hyper music. Okay. Flood of Recollection. Return target instant. Sure. And a barrier. Sea legs. Nothing good here. I guess I'll take a plummet. And a harness. Okay, ooh, Tetsamok. So I'm doing black and blue, and this little guy is great. He's a 6/6 with Death Touch, and then you pay 1 black to reveal him. You put a prey counter on a creature, and then when you summon it, it kills everything. Message retracted. Was it that controversial? Pitiless Plunderer. When another creature dies, I get treasure. Secrets, draw 2 cards. A Charger 3/3. If I've got the Blessing, it's a 5/5. Yeah, let's go with a big old dinosaur. Makes a fun sound. Forsaken, Border, Scoundrel, Sea Legs. Let's go with something on turn 1. Scoundrel and a Forerunner might be cool. I never see this Cut Purse flash when it enters. Each token that would be created under an opponent's control is created under your control. So if something is making tokens, I can steal the tokens. Miss your message? What do you mean by that? You miss it that it disappeared? Dino Hunter, Crashing Tide. Let's go with the Coalition. Dinosaur Hunter. Another Hauler. Or how about a 3/2 Flyer with Hexproof? Voracious, Vampire. Another Scoundrel or Border. Another Scoundrel here. Sure, get on the team. I could do a 1/3 for 2, throw in a Merfolk, or I could do the Relic so that I can... Yeah, let's do the Relic for some mana and then more cards. Arterial Flow. Yes. Plunderer or Monitor. Let's do some plundering. French translation every time I try to write in English. Oh, okay. It goes in French. Okay, nothing cool here. I guess maybe grab a land or take someone else's thing. We don't need them powering up with their Jade Bearer. Same thing here. Revenant. Cleansing. And Urge. Okay, so then we've got Awakening Sun's Avatar. Look at that, another huge, fun dinosaur. Vanquish the Weak, I want that. Sentinel Totem, I never see that anymore. When it enters, scry 1 and then exile all cards from graveyards. Okay. Windstrider 3/3, flying, dive down. Let's go with a Vanquish. Ixalan's Binding, I want that, but it's not my colors. Vicious Conquistador is nice. I like the Deadeye Tormentor. Let's see if I can come back for that one. Heartless Pillage. Am I going to do like a mill deck? Vampire Mark. Quartermaster. Okay, this one, she's cool. I can go get equipment or a vehicle. I haven't really seen any good equipment or vehicles. Got a lot of notifications happening on Twitter. What's going on over here? So we've got... I got a nice follow over here from Neo Kitsune. Very nice. Thank you for that. Siren's Ruse Instant. Okay, that's the one where I blink something. So I can blink something with the ruse. I can opt. I can pillage. Let's see about pillaging. Or what about a 2/2? Nah, let's pillage something. Interloper, that one's got Explore. Or a Dive Down for protection. Another Dive Down, Pirate's Prize, draw 2 cards. Sure. More cards, more good. Oh, Navigator's Ruin. Yeah, I like that. Or Run Aground. Let's do the Ruin first. Plunderer. So if I got a lot of treasures, I can have a really strong Plunderer. Let's go with the Plunderer. And over here, I guess we'll go with the 2/5 Merfolk. And do we want, as an additional cost, sacrifice a creature or artifact, draw 2 cards? Nah, let's dive down. And then nothing great here. I guess I'll take a Buccaneer. Some cool things here. The Quartermaster, the Ruse. Let's go with the Quartermaster, even though I'm not really doing anything with artifacts or vehicles. And then the Prize. Cool. And a Dive Down. And lastly, a Demolish. I love the art on that. And then the flavor text. What took months for human hands to carve just took seconds for the dinosaur's tail to ruin. Hilarious, that little dinosaur is having fun smashing stuff. Okay, cool. So let me pause here one quick moment to do a little bit more promotion on the social media. Who can we invite to have fun? Oh, Wedge is doing stuff. Pixie Kitten. Who else can we say? Alexander Smith. I'll say, a wise man once said, reading the card explains the card. Smiley face. Explains the card. Say, I'm currently streaming. Come hang out with... exclamation point. Okay, so let's see about we're gonna take out all of the non-color stuff here, so that means all of the green and red, and I've got something else in white. Cleansing ray. Okay. After this, guess I'll take out the harness and the barrier. That's not aggressive enough for me. And then we've got over here an average of 2.9 curve. And there's a lot in the 3 of non-creatures. Let's take a look again there. Okay, too many dive downs, maybe just 2. Sea legs I don't think is good enough. Scoundrel, sure. Conquistador, yes. Flood, return a sorcery or instant. Maybe. There's one negate. Moment of craving, yes. Crashing tide, yes. Navigator's Ruin, I love that. The Darter, how many creatures do I have again? 15 creatures. It's a little low, so I guess I've got to keep them. Arterial Flow, Dark Inquiry, Fun, Forerunner, Demise. Got to be careful on that one. Heartless Pillage, Recover. I guess we don't need the Recover. Return target creature card. Nah. Vanquish, yes. Relic, maybe not. I got 2 Pirates prizes. Let's just do 1. Plunderer, Revenant, Soul. I guess 1 Revenant. Well, actually, again, I want to keep all my creatures. I'm kind of low on that. Plunderer, Tetsamok. Okay, so I'm at 46. So I've got 15 creatures and 14 non-creatures. Okay, so maybe I'll kind of focus a little bit on hand disruption. I know that can be tricky because you don't. You've got the mana investment, and then you don't actually do anything except disrupt their hand, but it's limited. So that might be cool. Ooh, I got a notification, and we've got Alexander with a like. Cool. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's look at things this way. We've got a lot going on in the 3 drops. My curve has gone up to 3, so let's go to the high end. I've got 166. At the very high end, maybe I'll take it out. And then at the 5, I've got a 3/3, which gets stronger with treasure. And then I've got a 3/2 flying hexproof. Maybe. Then we've got the Pirate's Prize. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure. I guess we'll take that out. And then the Plunderer, the Sentinel. So all of these creatures at there. On the 3 drop, we've got the Relic. Nah. Demise, Flow. Okay, so we've got all of this going on here on the 3 drop slot. We've got the Flow to look at their hand. They have to disrupt. They have to discard 2 cards. It's double black, so there's that. Then we've got the Heartless Pillage. They discard 2 cards, but then I get a treasure if I attacked. Nice. And then Dark Inquiry. I look at their hand. They choose a non-land from it. Crashing Tide, Forerunner, Darter. A negate, a flood. I guess let's get rid of that flood. Do we need 2 dive downs? I guess we'll just do 1. We're at 42 cards. The curve is a little higher now, 3.1. And 15 creatures. So, okay, let's get rid of the... So either a Dark Inquiry, they reveal their hand on turn 3, and I choose a card to discard, or the Pillage, they are forced to discard 2. They're forced to discard 2, and I get a treasure if I've attacked. Or the Arterial Flow, they discard. Okay, let's get rid of the Arterial Flow. I'm not doing a lot of vampires. So that takes me to 41 cards. .41 cards, 3.1 average. So let's see if we can do it. There's that screen right there. Look at that for a moment while I invite another person to, let's say, that's pretty crazy. They have 6 planeswalkers on the field. That's kind of disgusting, but okay, you're living the dream. That's pretty crazy. I'm not going to be that lucky because I'm drafting Rivals of Ixalan. Come watch. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I've got a deck, 41 cards. Let's see how that goes. And we'll see what happens. Might be fun. Let's see what's happening over on Discord. Alright, so we've got a turn 1 play with Scoundrel, very nice. Then we've got the Border and a Vanquish the Weak and a Revenant. This is alright. I'm not on the play. Bro of the Fro is my opponent. Then I get my Dark Inquiry, very nice. They're playing red. Let's see what we get here. Maybe we get a Lightning Strike turn 2. They have a Raptor. Okay, well, let's see what we can do right here. Let's see, will it even matter to do a dive down? Alright. Ooh, snap. Okay, next turn, we've got enough for the Dark Inquiry. And they spent time on the Revolving Wild. All right. And they might not know how their card works. Anyway, let's go in for an attack. Great. And then Inquiry. Oops, I should have done the Navigator's Ruin. What the F am I doing? Okay. Anyway, here, I guess what we can do... They're about to put a Plains down. God, I should have done that. Okay, well... Let's get rid of that Stampede, because then that will be 4. And then I can have the Ruin. So my eyes were on the prize for that. They got a Majestic Helio, whatever. Okay, fine. Let's, okay, let's do the attack, and then we've got the Pillage. Okay. And Heartless Pillage. This is going to be very heartless. They'll probably discard Tilonali's crown and that one vampire thing, Squire's Devotion. That's what I would do, because then they just need their one more mana, and then they've got their big old thing. Oh, actually, great. They discarded their other thing. Okay, fine. They're going to put the crown onto it, and that is permanent. Now I can no longer vanquish it. No, I can no longer vanquish it. Okay, fine. You got a 5/2 in the air, I guess. Okay, well, I need to get rid of that, and the way to do that is with a flyer. There was their last mana for their Armasaur. Okay, they got a Reggie. Okay, cool, you got a flyer, but that's done. I guess what I will do here is get rid of this other dino. You got a 4/4. I'm on the clock here, so at least I can block that. Doesn't have trample. They have nothing. I guess now I can bring my own 4/4. And what did they top deck that was amazing? Nothing. Okay, great. I guess we're gonna trade. No, I guess I'll let that go through. Then I'll make a treasure here. Okay, so, hope they don't top deck anything. Good, please. Please. They got a demolish. Okay. That was such a top deck. Impossible. This doesn't happen to a real player. Impossible. Okay. Well, anyway, let's bring out our own creature. I don't even have anything to search for, right? There's nothing to search for, so whatever. Okay, so I got a 2/2. What are they gonna top deck? That's amazing. Cool. Utterly fake. So, let's try that again. Utterly fake. They completely top decked exactly what they needed. Alright everyone, so what's everyone doing in the chat? What are your goals for the day besides playing Magic Arena? I think I have to do laundry. Oh, there's actually a convention, a comic convention going on at here in San Diego. No, not the big famous San Diego Comic-Con. This is San Diego Comic Fest, the smaller, more intimate convention. So instead of costing, you know, $250 for tickets, it costs like $40 or something. It costs like $40. So, so it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than the other conventions, and it's from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the San Diego at the 4 Points Sheraton, and it's a very cool event. Okay, so let's attack here so that the hauler does her thing. So returning a creature back to their hand. Nice. Plus the Forerunner does damage. Cool. So currently I'm battling Lupus Hominarius. Sounds like a cool name. Okay, so they're stuck on mana, and that sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, they quit it. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, but bad draw is bad draw. But this is just kind of funny how things are about. You have one game where, like, okay, everything's going great and it's like nail biting, and then there's another one where it's like totally off the top, it's bad. Well, that's what happens. So I've got some other videos and stuff in the works on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/vmcomposjr. Well, you're watching it right here, of course. And I've got a new series of videos, Snack Chat with VM Compost. That's the show where I snack and I chat about snacks. And so you will see... Is this a negate in hand? Or an opt? No. Okay, that's good. And next turn, I guess I'll try for the Revenant. So they got a Sailor. Okay. And I got nothing. Okay, well, I guess I'll come in with a Border, which will damage me because I have no other pirates, amazingly. So I'm stuck on 3 mana. They have their 4th mana. Actually, they have their 5th mana because they got a treasure token. Amazing. And as for me, what can they do with 5 whole mana in blue and white? Little dinosaur companion. Okay, cool. And a martyr. Cool. Okay, there's my 4th mana. What can I do with my 4 mana right here? I guess let's vanquish the weak. Well, let's do a plunderer, because that'll help me ramp. I'm sure I'm about to lose this border. So they'll easily block that. Alright, so if they block with their dino, we're both dead, but then I raided. They're gonna combine things. Fine. I guess I'll kill their thing, which then has lifelink. But I died, and therefore I get a treasure. Plus raid kicks in. They lost a lot of things. They lost their big ol' looming Altasaur. Which do I prefer? Is it or Golgari? I prefer Golgari. I like a lot of the black colors. And, I mean, cards in black. And so Golgari's fun. Not a big fan of Is It. And I need to get rid of that dinosaur, which I will be able to because I've got Vanquish. Very nice. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Flyer, actually 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 mana for killing everything. I guess what I'll do is... let me think about this. I can Tetsamok everything, but first let me just make sure I get rid of their flyer. I can handle that. And then I will Moment of Crave the Raptor. And then I'll hold off on bringing Tetsamok. If I can get 1 more mana, this will be amazing, because then I can make Tetsamok mark its territory, and then I can summon it. Am I planning on making any more deck techs for Standard? Yes, definitely. I'm putting together all my notes and figuring out what to do. I'm planning on doing an Orzhov deck tech for Standard, for Standard, and that's coming soon. Rivals of Ixalan. Okay, let's do this. Let's mark everything with Tetsamok to really scare them. So I'm going to scare them by putting some dinosaur pee on all of them, because that's what it's doing, of course. When Tetsamok marks them, it's because they're going to get a big old dino. So all of their creatures will croak next turn. And it would have been great if I was able to get one more land draw, because then I would have been able to kill something, bring in a 6/6. Now, of course, they can have a counter spell, and you know how it goes when you top deck everything. Did I ever play Magic Emperor version, 6 players? No. That's different than Arch Enemy, where everyone is battling one person. A 6-player. I've played games where a bunch of us play at once, and it's kind of chaotic and epic and fun, and the games last forever. I don't know if that's kind of like what you mean there. Multiplayer game. Okay, attacking with everything, I guess. What am I setting myself up for here? For nothing. Okay, great. I bet you they're going to raid with their with their Deadeye Rigger. Okay, they did nothing. Okay, let's crash some tides here, because I don't want them to... I don't know if they've got a counter spell or something. Seems like they don't. Okay, great. So I'll bring in... a flyer. I'm still a little worried about their open mana, but that's good. Okay. Threw some stuff in the graveyard. Very nice. So you're building an Is It deck, and you need an opinion whether I should play Essence Scatter or more Lightning Strikes. Essence Scatter is a counter spell that counters only creatures, right? So a creature counter spell is useful. Now remember, sometimes when you can't decide what to put in the deck, you could put it into the sideboard. So when you have your second or third game against a person, then you can figure out, oh, I needed more of those Essence Scatters. So perhaps the Lightning Strike first as a way, please let me get one more mana, please, one more mana. Hey there, Just Orestus Ceres. I hope I said it right. Let me just do something epic right here, and I'll finish answering that. I am going to mark my territory with Tetsamok, and then I'm going to summon Tetsamok, and suddenly all their creatures are dead. Everyone in the chat, you get to experience the majesty of Tetsamok, the primal death. Check it out right there. All creatures dead. Next up, we attack with vampires and pirates, mill the top of their deck. This is like my best play ever in all my life. And but there's a Settle the Wreckage in this format, right? They have Settle the Wreckage, maybe. They've got enough mana for it. But anyway, okay, so yes, continuing to answer. It's two teams of 3. You have to get rid of the 2 generals before attacking the Emperor. Oh, interesting. It sounds like kind of complex and like fun and nuanced. No, I haven't played that version yet. Oh, water not. That's fine. But I haven't played that version, but it sounds cool. I've played like a big old 6-player free-for-all, which was epic. But Do they have another water knot? Because they keep pausing. Yeah, played a big old 6 players and stuff. Ooh, let's do this. What do you have in your hand there, Sonny? You have a Looming Altasaur. Who cares? Pride of Conquerors. I don't like that. But it doesn't matter. A Temple Altasaur. A 3/4. And then a Windstrider. A 3/3 flying. Well, at the moment, can they baffle end anything? What do we want to do here? They can baffle end to a bunch of things here, but they've got enough mana for a 3/3 flyer, and then their Altasaur's a 3/4. They've got enough mana for a lot of things. Let me get their flyer, because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 5 mana. They've got enough mana for everything. Yeah, let's get rid of that flyer. And then I can come in for that damage. I mill them some more. Hello, Thoughtslayer. I saw you on Twitter. Thank you for joining. I'm doing kind of well on this match at the moment. I summoned my Tetsamok and it killed everything. But I see that they've got a lot of big dinosaurs in their hand. I gotta be careful about that. But they're kind of going for their weak creatures at the moment. That's really weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, well, let's do an attack first. That's an instant. Okay. So I guess they will instantly do their Pride of Conquerors thing. That's fine, I guess. Okay, my Revenant is dead, but I get a treasure. So let us bring in a 3/2 hexproof. Then that raids. And I get an extra treasure. Okay. Got a lot of people hanging out in the chat. Very nice. Where's everyone? Ooh, and they quit. Sorry, Fyrin. My onslaught was too amazing, I suppose. Ooh, and I ranked up to silver. Check me out. I'm on silver. That's all thanks to you, everyone in the chat. You sent me your good vibes, and I'm silver tier 4. Amazing. So where's everyone visiting from? I know we've got people from Belgium. I think we've got people from Ohio, Canada, Ontario. We've got a lot of people from a lot of great different places. If you're visiting new on the stream, let me make something here. Thanks for visiting, everyone. If you haven't done it yet, visit my website, which is vmcampos.com. Go to the contact form, send me an email that you visited chat, and I'll send you a vintage magic card. You're building a Golgari deck and you're adding your 4th Stitcher's supplier. Cool. And I'm not sure whether to take out a Golgari Find Broker or a Rhizome. Okay, that's cool. Those strategies could work. The Find Broker will let you return a permanent from your graveyard or something, right? So you can bring something back from your graveyard with that Find Broker. I love that. The Rhizome Lurcher is like a big old creature that comes back from the graveyard, right? So actually, what do we have here? Horrible hand. I guess are we running into the limited curse about now some good games and now you're going to get a bad starting hand? See, there's another terrible hand there. So I guess probably going to mulligan that. Whatever, let's keep it. Horrible. So completely slow hand. Now, of course, Paranoia, they're going to get perfect draws. There we go. Perfect already. They got their turn 1, and I'm gonna be stuck here until 4. I'm probably gonna concede this if I get another land because they're gonna have a negate right here. It's so obvious. Okay, Corsair, gotta land. Okay, let's get rid of this flyer. I guess I should have gotten rid of their Storm Tamer because that'll counterspell things, right? Okay, are we gonna be lucky enough to bring in our 3-1? No, of course not. Oh, okay, yeah. Fine, so they've got their opt. All I need is 1 blue mana and I'm in business. Memorial to Folly for the land, 2 of them. Yeah, Memorial to Folly is very cool because it's one of these utility lands that is all about... okay, of course not. Oh, God. It's all about the... a land is useful, of course, but then a land that has an extra ability is even more useful. So Memorial to Folly can be very useful to bring back things from your graveyard. And in a Golgari deck, you're putting things into the graveyard, and therefore... Okay, so I've gone at least 7 turns without any blue mana here. So this is... like, what is this about? Molder Hulk, yep, that's a good one. Okay, so again, like, what is up with this? I got a notification somewhere here. Let me check on that. Okay, so, sorry about that. Got too many things popping up all over the place. Okay, so they've got 7 blue mana, okay? And they've got every counterspell in the world, of course. And I'm not getting any... So how many turns has this been? 10 turns. I'm stuck on 4, and they got a Fleet Swallower. Okay, so good night, Gracie. They had enough to bring in a Fleet Swallower. They had 7 mana to bring in a Fleet Swallower. I'm stuck at 4. And I never got my other blue mana. Like, if that doesn't give you paranoia about the algorithm, like what? Impossible. Lurcher or Find Broker? I would go for the Find Broker because one of the cool things that you figure out eventually, depending on your kind of deck, is your graveyard is also a resource. So you think, okay, it's your library in your hand. But in a Golgari type of deck, you're putting stuff into your graveyard as well. In the graveyard, then it's sort of like another type of place to draw cards. So once you've got stuff in your graveyard, you can think of it in terms of there's another place where I can get stuff from my graveyard. Okay, so what do we got here? We're ready for a negate just in case. We got a Golden Demise. They have nothing. Okay, I guess I'll go for it. Lose a little life because now I have a 3-3. Okay, they have, however, pausing on 2 white mana. What is that? Is that a gain life thing? Is that a... what can they do with 2 mana? Okay, they've got the Conquistador, fine. Are they going to go get their whole squad of Conquistadors living the dream? 6 whole people, yes, amazing. Thank you for visiting, everyone. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is do an attack, and then I've got the Hauler to send it back to make them lose a turn. Nice. Get your pirate back there, please. Next turn I got a Swamp. I might hold on a little bit for a negate. Forerunner, okay, cool. It was actually... Useful to get out of here. All creatures -2/-2. I can wipe the whole board. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wipe... I'm going to Golden Demise because I'll take out their Legion and I'll take out my Hauler. Okay, I'll do it after I attack because obviously... Okay, this is going to be amazing right here. I'm going to attack with everything. They will not block with their Legion because they want that creature very badly. And then I'm going to Golden Demise, killing my creature, but I will have damaged. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, okay, they've got their... Aha. I knew that would come in handy. Okay, well, great. I completely made out like a bandit on that. They have 5 mana for their flyer. Fine. And then I have my own Forerunner. Go get another pirate. Let's go with a treasure-making plunderer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next turn I'll be able to ascend. Next turn is ascending. Okay, cool. They're gonna get a 3/4 flyer. That's fine. Here, I guess I can bring in my plunderer, which will get nice and big. Put a little pressure here. I'll lose a pirate, but they'll probably lose a vampire. Good. 1 creature to 2 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so then I can get my plunderer bigger and bigger. Three, 4 flyer. Fine, they're attacking. Okay. Okay, guess I'll summon that after I attack. Okay, so do a little damage there. Bring in a Revenant. Do a little pirate damage. Oh, that wasn't a pirate. Actually, that was a vampire. Okay. The lurker will become stronger with your graveyard. Yeah, so as you fill your graveyard, you are doing better and better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10. That's enough to... That's enough to Golden Demise, although it's not really going to help anything. Okay, so now that gets bigger there. Okay, this is starting to turn a little bit. Heartstopper, but I've got the Demise. Okay, that's got lifelink now, actually. Okay, this is totally turning. Great. Okay, killed a few things and plunder. But this weakens enough for the Sky Marcher, but then they still have their Aerosaur, but they've got, of course, they've got a, they've got another, what do you call, Vampire Zeal. Of course they do. There it is. Alright, so they've got a 4-5 that they can keep gaining some life from. I totally need to somehow kill that. I don't think I have any way to deal with that Aerosaur unless I bring in another flyer, but then it's got... lifelink. So I'm gonna have to pump up my Plunderer again. I can pump up the Plunderer twice? Oh, wait a minute. I can crash a Tide there. So they'll have to summon that Aerosaur one more time. But no, they are going to Judgment on that. Perfect. Okay, well, amazing. They got everything that they needed. So we did pretty well this time. Got up to silver. And that was 2 wins, but all the way up to silver. Let's claim those prizes. Check it out, 200 gems, and then an Ixalan booster pack. Amazing. Let's go crack it open and see what we get. Ooh, I got 2 uncommon wild cards, a regular common wild card, getting closer to another mythic, and Verdant Sun's Avatar. Fun. Very nice. And I've got over here my Vault Progress 110. Wow, that's like so paltry, really, that you get so little out of that. But, okay, I'm going to do one more game, and then I'm going to call it a day. I'm gonna stream again also at night, 11 p.m. Pacific time, and in there I'm gonna do the Omniscience draft, and we're gonna play some spells for free at the Omniscience draft. So I'll just play one more game, and this is gonna be grinding on the ladder. I'm at gold 2, and I'm just trying to climb up here. This deck is pretty good. Actually, this deck is very good. It's the Autumn Burchett deck. Now, this deck is very good if you have cards to play. You just saw me have to mulligan to 5 because this was a horrific opening hand, and like I've been again seeing this, and you can go back to the streams and see what happens, but you know, these terrible opening hands, and then now the opponent is like disconnected or like falling asleep or something. Amazing. I love playing against that. So the purpose of this deck is a lot of small creatures early on, and you know, I can get out a Terramander, I can give it a Curious Obsession, start drawing cards. I've got a Merfolk Trickster. They come in with a tap land, so they're either going to Lightning Strike it or shock my Terramander. Okay, fine. Or they might not be very interactive, which will then give me an option. Okay, they're not being interactive. This is great. So right here, I can... We're going to do Drakes. So let's go in and see about getting some card advantage. Now, a Negate would have been perfect right there, or a Spell Pierce. They're doing a bunch of gates. I don't think they're going to do Gate Colossus. I hope they don't. Let's see what happens. So there's a lot of possibilities here. let's bring out the storm for a little bit of counter spell. Okay, perfect. So this is the... They're doing Gatecrasher. Perfect. So... Shock and Awe right here. And if I had a... I gotta be careful here. They're probably gonna do a gate, open the gates or whatever that burns everything. No, they did a route. Okay, that's good too. Do I have enough for... Let me see, I might be able to get Terry the Pteramander. No, I guess not. Okay. Well, let's... Okay, if they don't have... Wizard's Retort, perfect. Okay, this is lethal. Because whatever they're about to do... If they're gonna burn everything... Okay, they're gonna do their Guild Summit. Let's get rid of that. Because obviously they have an amazing combo for that. The way that they tap their lands. And there's the Gates Ablaze. Is that like completely baited or what? If I get one more land, please, one more land, I win. I don't, of course. But anyway. Heart is pounding on that one. Okay. So... Let's put in some negates, because that's focus on... okay, so it's a classic Gates deck, and I was completely tricked by countering the wrong thing, and okay, gotta be careful about that. And again, this is this deck is worse when the opponent goes first. Now that I know what they have, so they're gonna build up a bunch of gates and then do either their okay, so nothing good here, because they're going to be able to bring out their little gate breaker ram, and then they'll have their fiery gates. What's that one called again? It burns everything based on the number of gates. Okay, so they managed to squeak in their little guy here. We're gonna take a bunch of hits, but they're obviously gonna drop another gate. It's gonna be a 5/5. Growth Spiral, no. So in this sort of matchup, it's definitely about who has what cards early on, and they got their Gatebreaker Ram right away. So okay, 4/4 Vigilance, Trample, etc. And now the connection is broken. What's going on with their thing? Okay, so here... I don't like being... I'm pretty aggro, so I don't like holding back, but obviously I've only got one Wizard's Retort. So... yeah, let's get rid of that Krasis, but they still get the life and the cards. This has Trample. They have their Gates Ablaze, of course. So here comes a Gates Ablaze. They have a cool Forest. I don't see that at all. Nope, they're going to do another Hydroid Krasis. Okay, so Gates Ablaze is coming up right here, or their Gate Colossus. No, of course not. They're going to get everything that they need. Yeah, I should probably concede on this. They've got their whole combo ready. They've got way more cards than me. They're going to do their Gates Ablaze. Whatever, let's just go all in. They've got it locked up. See, there it is right there, of course. Okay, so they have their perfect combo again against this matchup right here. Against this matchup, it's all about the who goes first. So if I go first, I can get my combo going. It's just kind of a race. And you're seeing there, you know, this deck has answers for things. But okay, I get to go first. But I have a terrible hand here. Like, this is, like, such a... The algorithm, like, is... Okay, well, that was totally bad luck for them and great luck for me, but that resulted now gold tier 1. Okay, fam, I'm done. I'm going mental, so screenshot that. Okay, cool, everyone. Thanks for hanging out today. The 11 a.m. stream, I gotta go get other stuff done. I'd love to be playing all day long and hanging out with everyone, but I gotta go. And I gotta calm down because that was a nail biter there. Okay, cool. So thank you for hanging out. This has been VM Campos. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or Twitter or Patreon. I got a lot of cool stuff on Patreon, deck techs and stuff. A lot of stuff for free. Also, go to my website, vmcampos.com. Send me an email. If you've never done it before, send me an email. And I'll send you a vintage Magic card for free in the mail. This has been VM Campos, Magic Fan. See you next time.